Hi there, Dr. Sheep here. Welcome back to another Minecraft Let's Play episode 60 something. I'm your host, Dr. Sheep. Or maybe it's 70 something. No, it's 60 something. Today we're working on the donut. Woohoo! Yeah. I played some music. I was listening to music because I'm working on a video. Well, I might as well just start working because I've got stuff to talk about today, so I might as well just work. So yeah, I was working on a video. So basically, I originally wanted to build my bed next weekend. That was the plan. However, so it'd be this upcoming weekend. I want to build the bed. Okay, and I can't. I just simply do not have the funds, and I will not have the funds, unfortunately. At least, I guess I will have the funds, technically, because I will get a small amount of money Thursday, but I'm running on the red line, okay? We're running on E. And so, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. What the? All right. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. And so I'm just like, it would just be best to not build it that weekend, wait a little while, then build it. At least then I know, okay, yeah, I have this amount of money. We can build it, and then, oh yeah, we can easily build it. Which just means it's getting delayed again. The only thing I'm worried about really is that I'm going to what I'm worried about is my brain is just dead. It's gone. Whatever the thought was, it is gone. Oh, I'm just worried that building the bed is going to interfere with the funds I need to go out west. Because Phil and I are going to go out west in November, which is another vlog we're doing, by the way. So stay tuned for that. Possibly. I mean, the weather might not permit, which will save me money, but at the same time, it'll be a little unfortunate. Or at least maybe the weather won't permit out there, and we'll go out to our spot that's closer to home. That's pretty good, and I haven't taken any pictures out there, and I really want to. And also, I have a light pollution filter, so fingers crossed, I might be able to get good photos like I did when we were out in the sandhills. So fingers crossed. I doubt it. I don't know. I haven't really taken a lot of photos, or really any photos, with the light pollution filter. I bought it thinking I was going to use it. Never really did. I think I used it one time when I was at Phil's, and it just I don't think it ever really worked for me. That was a long time ago we did that. That was long time. And I was just fussing with it the entire night, and I was just like, this isn't working. But I will certainly use it that night, because I take so many more photos. I'm going to take so many more photos that it'll work, I think. I just wasn't taking that many photos, I think, that night, that I just didn't want to mess with it. Okay, so like it was a crystal clear June night, and I'm like, I call Phil. I'm like, Phil, we gotta go stargazing, and he's like, we gotta test out your telescope, and well, the telescope, we didn't have it lined up, and so it didn't really work, but we still just spent the whole night staring at the stars. I didn't have work the next day, or at least it was later in the day. I don't really remember. And so I'm like, let's do it. And so I went out there and we laid underneath the stars. Kyle was there. And I got bit up by mosquitoes, but it was a good night. It's probably one of the best stargazing nights we've had. You may be thinking, but what about the trips? Well, the problem with the trips is that takes an hour, right? And this is my problem, right? Okay, all these places, they're so beautiful. All these places we have to go to. But it's like, then I have to leave. And it's like, if I didn't have to leave, you know, and drive somewhere, I could get another 30 minutes of stargazing in, and then I could just, like, walk inside and go to bed. And that's what I want. Which is why we're at 403 subscribers. 403. Which is super exciting. Thank you so much for subscribing. You know, we keep grinding this YouTube thing, you know. At some point, we're going to hit this exponential curve. We're just going to blow up and just get out of here, and then I'll be able to do whatever. I mean, obviously, I'll have to invest in videos, but invest back in the videos and video production. But at the same time, I want to buy land out west, hook it up with Starlink, and honestly, I would live out there. I mean, it's an hour from anything. In the winter, it's going to be a pain. But I would hook it up with Starlink. I could drive out there on the weekends or whatever. Live up in Valentine. Yeah, I'd live in Valentine because I'm a YouTuber and they've got fiber allo. So basically the same internet I have here. Live in Valentine and then go stargazing out at our spot. And by our spot, we'll build like a little observatory with shipping containers and stuff on a hill, out of the valleys, and so it'll look a lot nicer. Anyways, I want to get into that, but I also want to talk about the Minecraft night sky, and this is something. So you always see the same amount of stars, right? It's always the same amount of stars. It's always the same stars, too. And why? I have a few theories. My first theory is that, well, of course, there's a full moon, so maybe you can't see all the stars. My other theory is that these stars that are so, this is like maybe Minecraft's in the far future. I think Matt Pat talks about this. It's in the far future, right? Oh, there are nasty creatures out. So Minecraft takes place in the far future. So far into the future, in fact, that the Minecraft world exists in what we would call a dead galaxy. A galaxy where stars aren't being created anymore. And so maybe there's just a lot less stars in the galaxy that's in. Or maybe it's in a globular cluster that's just kind of off by itself. Who knows? Right? And so like there's just aren't that many stars. It's in a dead globular cluster, so there's no dust. And so there's no dust, or maybe we're just since the view doesn't really change as you explore the world, maybe just the band of the galaxy it would be in, maybe we're just not facing that, and so we're facing outwards. And despite the fact that it's so dark, maybe these stars are just so bright, or maybe just the fact that the moon is so bright, and that somehow you get a new moon at night, which is impossible. You should definitely go watch that video of mine. I'm also making a new one at some point. Maybe something with the moon. I don't know. But there's just I want to come up with some theories, and I want the night sky in Minecraft. I want the sky in Minecraft in general to be explored more. And maybe in the future since they did a cave update, maybe the next one will be like a sky and then they did the cliffs update, maybe they'll do a sky update. They do have the guy who made the Ether mod, which was the Sky Dimension mod, which is what we had before the end. And the end is partially inspired off of it. Oh, I forgot I have Smite on my sword. So it kills things really, it kills non-creeper things very easily. Kills undead things very easily. I should probably light this up, honestly. It's getting dangerous. Wasn't there a zombie around here? Or did he... There's a spider. Oh, Mr. Spider. I wish I still had my bow. I could just snipe him off. So yeah, there's a few theories I have about the Minecraft night. I want them to update. Not that it's like a necessary thing, but it's just an aesthetic thing. And like obviously, cloud height right now is like really low, I guess, in comparison to with the way they updated it. Oh, I guess he must have despawned. Interesting. Well, anyways, it's just the Minecraft sky is just it's old. I don't think it's changed since they added it. So, and I went and looked on Reddit. There were some constellations, but since all the stars are about the same apparent magnitude, for brightness, that it's like, there's the constellations are gonna be so hard to pick out. So it's like you can make constellations like, oh my god, this one looks like a pickaxe. This one looks like Steve. This one looks like a creeper. You can say that, but they're just random dots. The words donkey. They're a bunch of just little white dots. The stars tell stories, but the point is, I'm just quoting Shrek. I love that scene, Shrek. It's a good scene. With the giant moon that would literally cause so many that the tidal forces happening in Shrek's world would just rip it to shreds. But details. Details. But anyways. So... Or maybe it was like the moon was actually like... I don't know. Point is, the Minecraft just needs... It needs help. Personally, again, it's not a big deal, and you could always go and get mods. But at the same time, it's like... Or a resource pack. Actually, you'd probably just get a resource pack. Considering that it's literally just a texture change. Llama ears. Alpaca ears. No, wait. Are they llamas? They're llamas. We don't have alpacas. Truth be told, though, it's not that big of a deal. Okay, so here's what I'm kind of debating right now, right? Is how far do we go? Keep going out. Hello, what are you trading today? Blue ice, but I can just go mine a ton of blue ice. Pumpkins are useless. An allium. I'm sure there's alliums around here somewhere, probably. The thing is, like, do we want to keep going out, or do we want to start working in? I don't know. I think we should go out one more time, and that one should be a layer of 2, and then back in. And then I think we just go back in, and then somehow in the center, I don't know, so then we're gonna go back in to a point, flatten out, and then we're gonna curve back in again. It's a donut. It's a complicated shape. So I hate it when this thing does that. Oh my god. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Anyways. So yeah, it's just, I don't know. It's something they'll probably never do, because it's just like, oh, all of the 5 people in the world that actually care about Minecraft having constellations. But it's just like, now that we have the spyglass, it's like, what if we hooked the spyglass up? Maybe what if there was a tripod for the spyglass? And then we could put the spyglass on a tripod, and then maybe we could look at, like, other worlds. You know? Like other little, like, planets, and it, like, increases the magnification or whatever of it, and so, like, you can see other worlds and that kind of stuff. I don't know. I think that'd be cool. Again, you know, what does it add? Well, maybe if it's the sky, maybe, I don't know. No, they'll never add rockets. I mean, they could. I doubt it, but I mean, they could. I don't know. And that could be another dimension. But again, if they're just going to add the sky dimension, you know, I feel like they'd just be a bit, I don't know. It's all just kind of like Race to the Moon inspired. If you don't know what I'm talking about, Race to the Moon. Stampy Cat, an old Minecraft YouTuber, one of the, I think it's like 2nd generation Minecraft YouTuber. He was one of the biggest for a, period of time. Him and Squid, it was specifically on Squid's channel. Squid was one of his, like, best friends at the time. Oh, I love Squid. Squid's content was great. I watched Squid more than I watched Stampy, because Squid kind of actually adapted his content, kind of. He ended up stopped producing, but oh god, it's bringing back memories now. But they did a Race to the Moon in which they all played modded Minecraft, and you could build a rocket ship and go to the moon, and then also you could go to Mars, and they did that too. They did wasn't it a race to Mars because they were going to save their friends or whatever? Spoilers if you hadn't seen it. Sorry. Because it was a team of, it was a group, it was groups of Minecraft YouTubers at the time, and they were all racing to get to the moon in Minecraft. And it was so cool. All the mods they were using were so freaking cool. And, like, I always wanted to, and that's what, like, really wanted me to get into Minecraft, because I wanted to do not a race to the moon necessarily, but a series where we played heavily modded Minecraft and we went to the moon. You know, I thought it'd just be cool, but that was a long time ago. It was, what, 1.7? 1.8? I think 1.8. Yeah, 1.8. I think most mods back then ran at 1.7. But 1.8, I think, had just come out. This was before 1.9, which just nuked everything. Most mods run in 1.12 anymore, because Minecraft keeps getting updated so frequently. Or it did anyways. There for a period that modders couldn't keep up. And they weren't releasing the source codes, Microsoft, so people couldn't mod Minecraft as easily as they wanted to. Because it's like, oh, 1 week it's a World of Color update. Next week it's the Bee update. Village and Pillage. The Aquatic update. But they slowed down. Like, but that was the thing, like, when 1.8 to 1.9 was a really big difference. And then after 1.9, like 1.10, 1.11, 1.12, 1.13, 1.14, I think, those all just boom, 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 boom. All happened all at once. And then there was And then they started spreading them back out again to 2 per year. And now it's kind of just like whatever per year. So, yeah. It is what it is. But, yeah. Oh my god, I can't believe it's 8 o'clock already. Holy crap. Well, I'm just thinking, like, I gotta be in bed soon. And it's just like, ugh. Yeah, I'm jealous. I'm really jealous of... I'm jealous and not jealous of Phil at the same time. I'm jealous that Phil, you know, he gets to stay up some night. Like, a bunch of nights still. You know, because he doesn't have work until later in the morning. But at the same time, he doesn't work 40 hours a week like I do. It's whatever, though. And I have to drive a long ways to work, but... It's just that I've got this I've been refreshed on wanting to do YouTube. Like, I'm writing this video I was working on Bordeaux class levels. Because I'm super into astronomy right now, so I figured I'd make a video on Bordeaux class. And it's funny, as much procrastinating as I'm doing as I'm writing it. Literally, I'd write pieces of it, and then just, like, get distracted. And just not do anything for, like, an hour. And then get back and write some more, and get distracted. And... Oh, it's just, part of the problem is, I get stuck on a part that I'm just like, oh, I don't know how I want to write this. And so I get distracted. That's why, I see why YouTubers have writing teams. Because it's like, that's why I like writing with people. Because even though you get distracted as with groups of people, you know, making a little script that's 10 minutes long or whatever, like when I write, with a lot of people, it wouldn't take very long. It really wouldn't. But it's whatever. Actually, I mean, Buck really seemed to, like, be interested in helping me make videos. And actually, the water bottle was talking to me today. And he's like, dude, I'd help you make videos. Just gotta hit me up, you know. I'm pretty available. I'm like, okay, guys. Well, I've kind of been building the studio behind me. You can see the whiteboard. The whiteboard's hung up, as is my map. Phil and I did go and make constellations. This is effectively done. There's some work that needs to be done perfecting it that Phil and I are going to work on. But, again, that requires me to buy some more black paint and then some black clay. And basically, we're going to go through... And every single one of these holes in the pegboard, we're going to fill in with black paint. And then if there's accidental holes, we'll fill that in with clay. And leave it as that. And that should... Because, like, we have holes in there for constellations. They don't pop that well. They just don't pop that well. Because the paper is much more transparent. And... not as much spray paint got into those holes as I guess I would have liked to have. But nevertheless, I could ask Buck and the water bottle, hey, come out and fill all these holes in. Give everybody a paintbrush and a chair to stand on and some clay. And tell them where the constellations are roughly, and just start going. I mean, with 4 people working on here, like I said, I told Phil, there's probably 100,000 holes we have to paint. With 4 people though, it's only 250,000 holes. Sorry, that's a million. That's not a million holes. That's only 25,000 holes each. That ain't bad. If you do one a second, that's a few hours still. It's going to take a long time. It's going to take hours, days. So, fun time. Really fun. Really fun. Gonna take forever. But hey, once it's done, this thing will be amazing to lay underneath and look at the stars and stuff. I want to... Actually, what I kind of want to do is... Sounds ridiculous. I want to get I'm going to call them charging lights. They're going to be black lights, essentially. And I'm going to use them to charge all the Milky Way and all the glow-in-the-dark planets and stuff. And then shoot them up into the sky for, you know, who knows how long. And then once they're done, for, I don't know, 5-10 minutes, turn them off, kill the lights, and close your eyes. Looking at me, you got me mesmerized. I can't escape. I'm just lost in space. Sorry, I was singing Loverboy in my head. Well, out loud, I guess. I'm just being wonder about what I built here. About what we've built. You know, I always wonder if it hadn't been... I mean, here's the thing. If I hadn't gotten a concussion, I would have never have built this. At least, I don't think I would have. And I wonder if I would have ever bought a star projector. You know, I mean, no, I don't think I would have, because then I would have had to have, like, oh, maybe star projector's a bit of a stretch to say I wouldn't have bought one. The thing about saying that I wouldn't have bought a star projector, the reason why I bought a star projector is because I knew I was going to build something like this at some point. I was going to build something like this. Whether, to what the extent of it was going to be, I don't know. But if I had never gotten a concussion, I don't know where YouTube and all this would be today. Because I would have kept making videos. But, you know, would I have invested? I don't know. That's an interesting question. If I had never gotten a concussion, what would YouTube, for me, look like today? And I don't know. I certainly wouldn't have built this. Because these planets and stuff, we bought that because that's why I got a concussion. And I started painting and doing artwork and that kind of stuff. And so, and that's the sole reason. Oh, crap. And so I made all these planets. And it's because of the concussion, indirectly, because of the concussion, I built this. If I had never gotten a concussion, I would have never made most of these planets. And I probably would never have made this. The whiteboard stand, I probably would have never... I would have used this as a studio. But as to what it would look like, I don't know. It's so hard to say what life would be like if I had never gotten a concussion. That concussion, the more and more I think about it, the backstory, I should say. I suffered concussion when I was 18 years old. I rolled my truck, and yeah, so I got a concussion from that. And I stopped making YouTube videos because of it. And I wonder what would I be doing? You know, what kind of videos would I be doing? I guess, no, sorry. What would things look like today? Leave a comment. I guess no one would really know. The water bottle will know. I really wonder, would I have built this false ceiling? I don't think I would have, because these planets wouldn't have existed. I mean, maybe I would have, just to put the glow-in-the-dark stuff up, but that seems so excessive. But I don't know. I mean, it's a completely different me. That's the thing. It's a completely different me. Because me, the current me, suffered a concussion when he was 18 years old. And that changed. I stopped doing YouTube. But see, I expressed my creativity in elsewhere. I was still filled with this creativity. And now I have all these metrics for how I want to express my creativity. And now I'm just trying to find what fits me best. Building things like this. I want to build things. Things are expensive. Making YouTube videos, that's cheap. But maybe it's just not as fulfilling as say building something is. Hard to say. I know short films are pretty fulfilling. It's just that I'd almost rather just direct one than actually be in one. But I've got these such crazy ideas for short films to continue the series that I've got going, that I don't want to leave it. But I don't know. Let's run out there and go get a picture for the thumbnail. Hello, Mr. Kitty. House is still incomplete. We just kind of leave it as is. Oh my god. We're pretty much out of smooth sandstone now, which means we gotta smelt up more smooth sandstone. No biggie though. Does this actually like kind of show the most amount of work we've done to this thing so far? Does it? Maybe I should have gone 3 high. I have a... Just climb up here. This is a great part about these. They make a really easy platform. Oh, a pillager. I love pillagers. They're so fun to take care of. Anyways, I would like to thank you all for watching. Please like, comment, share, and subscribe. New Minecraft Let's Plays every single Monday, 11 a.m. Central Time. And good night. Hello there. Actually, it's more of a goodbye. This is my Minecraft outro. Anyways, make sure you subscribe so that we can hit our 10K goal so we can plant 100 trees for subs for trees. Otherwise, stick around for the next 20 seconds to give me that sweet, sweet watch time.